Introduce you guys. Let me see how we're going to go live on. What's up, everybody? We are live. I've got two guests already in. Stephen Cavalaris, electricaltime.com, and Electric Anna. Anna, people are going to probably know you better tonight, but I'm glad everybody's here. I'm just trying to get live on Instagram. It says you are live, but I doubt we're live. Oh, we are live. Okay, we're live on Instagram too.
Okay.
I never do anything correct on Instagram or anything. All right, we're live on Instagram as well. What's up, everybody? Hi, how you guys doing? So we got two Montanas in the house, and we have New York in the house. Steve, how are you?
I am good. New York is nice and cold, everybody. So hope everybody else is a little bit warmer than us today.
Yep. And Steve, I don't think you've ever met Anna.
Hi,
I have.
Nice to meet you.
And I saw the video that you did for the Tool Tuesday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's phenomenal. I was watching it, and I think you did a really, really great job.
Well, thank you.
Listen.
Yeah. So every week it's going to be fun.
Oh, yeah. We'll probably talk about how crazy I am behind the camera and the amount of bloopers I think Anna's going to have. She, as you can see, that's actually going to be her Instagram handle. So if you guys are watching this, Electric Anna, is it official yet? Did I kind of jump the gun on that one?
I don't think we've got it quite all set up, but I'm sure we'll send something out there once we got it finished.
Okay. Well, everybody make sure you make a note of that because that's going to be Anna's handle, and she is going to have some pretty incredible content because, of course, she's got an incredible boss that lets her do whatever she wants, right? Pretty much.
Oh, absolutely. That's
I know. I'm just kidding. But I think you've heard me talk to Steve probably 100 times on the phone whenever we're in studio. I think, Steve, you and I we joked around that me and Steve talk more to each other than we do our wives. And thank God they're not watching this live stream. Otherwise, we'd be in trouble. So it's funny. I'm watching the camera and it goes, I think I should lower my seat. I really feel like I'm taller than all you guys. There we go. How's that? Anna, you need to bring your laptop down a little bit. So I am glad you guys are all here watching. We have the one and only Steve Cavalaris, my code teacher, electricaltime.com. Steve, I'm going to put you up on the camera. My guys and girls now. See, I can't say guys. You ruined everything, Anna, for us. I can't say my guys anymore. I have to say my guys and girl. We love you. They're all signed up for Steve's electricaltime.com. Probably some of the best code education on planet Earth. Steve, before we even met you, people that I talked to that are code gurus as well always mention your name, and it was just funny how you and I met through a mutual friend. It was a pretty amazing story. I'm just going to give the screen over to you, and I'll mute us because I know you haven't been on this live screen. Steve, tell us about you, and I want to answer questions today. So if anybody out there has a question in code, anything about the code, Steve, tell us about 2029 code and what the craziness, what they're going to do. I want everybody to hear it first. So I'm giving it to you. Why don't you let us know what you do and how they're going to find you?
All right. Well, hi, everybody. My name is Steve Cavalaris from electricaltime.com. I'm actually here in my living room right now. I wasn't ready for a live stream, but I figured let's do the live stream and just say hi. I have an electrical school. It's called electricaltime.com. And what I do is real simple. We get on a Zoom meeting once a week, and we do a code class. Right now, we're covering Article 250, grounding and bonding. We're in part 3 right now, and as of February 2024. And we go through the code book, and we've got a lot of videos that our students can watch, and they get the workbooks, they get the code book, and we have a lot of fun doing these Zoom classes once a week. A lot of great students and lots of great questions. And if you'd like to find out about it, just go to my website, electricaltime.com. You can get free code questions and answers. There'll be a button for that. So make sure you do that. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. And then there's a button that says NEC code classes. So click on that, and then you'll send me an email, and then I'll get back to you. Then I'll get you hooked into a free class so you can come and check us out, see if it's something that you like. And that's really about it, Jeff.
Very cool. As I mute off. Awesome. We already have a bunch of people. Gosh, Instagram, you guys are just killing it. I appreciate you guys. we're about to, I'm not a big Instagrammer. That's why we got Anna and all these young people. Steve, you and I are not, TikTok and Instagram kind of people, but we're almost at 5,000 on Instagram. It's almost like 2,000 in the past like 30 days. So it's crazy. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. We're still killing it on YouTube. I'm happy to announce some new stuff that's coming up. By the way, Anna, I don't know if you noticed the background here. I know someone's going to probably comment about it, but we'll talk about that.
Cool.
So here's Anna's banner. If you guys haven't checked out Anna on our channel, please go over there and check her out. Here, I got your banner up here. Look at that.
Oh, Tool
Tuesdays with Anna. And we kicked it off, of course, with one of our favorite tool companies, Klein Tools. Anna's a big fan. So Anna, it's your turn now. We're going to put you up here, and everybody's going to get to know a little bit about you. Anything you want to talk about. Craziness that goes on here. Your first day on the field. We got a little video we put out today, and Anna hit the ground rod. Steve, did you see that video?
That was something else.
She pounded in the ground rod pretty much all by herself. And
really?
It was really cool. I don't know if I put it in here, but Anna, let everybody know, a little bit about you, a little bit about your background. And, I won't keep you up there for too long, but the show is all yours.
Perfect. All right. Well, I grew up here in Montana. I started at 360 maybe a couple months ago, but I had my first day just this past week on the field. It was fun. It was definitely cold, but I'm super excited to get back out there. I grew up in a household which had a lot of construction and stuff. So my dad's kind of rebuilt a couple houses, and that's his thing. So I'm not new to the construction or the mess. But, I'm super excited to get back out there. I'm loving Tool Tuesday and all of that. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So I am working on the Instagram thing still. So should be out shortly. And, I'm loving working with Jeff. He's crazy, as I'm sure everyone knows. But I don't know. I love the team so far. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, awesome. And you are definitely a rock star. Brad, welcome in. So just so you guys know that anybody that supports our YouTube channel that signed up for our $2.99, $4.99 membership, they're all invited. So they could be coming in. Hey, there's some good friends of mine out in California. Rudy, Caesar, you guys are watching on Instagram. I'm so sorry. I got to figure out how I can send you guys an invite because my Instagram is live up here. But I definitely want you guys to get you in there. Steve, I want you to meet Rudy out in California. He's a C10 guy. Probably a year older than I am as far as getting his license. And he teaches all these young guys code. And he's got a great group of guys. Not all those guys love me. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of them are hating on me. I don't know why, but it's all good. Anna knows the backstage over here. We're all about win, win, win. We're constantly trying to take care of our creator friends. And some of them just don't like the way I do my style. I bully everybody. The other day, I'm not going to say any names, but a tool company pretty much insulted us. And everybody else that's a creator because, we got to get paid. I don't, but I mean, everybody's got to get paid out there. And I wrote this nasty email and just hit them hard because a lot of my creator friends aren't going to do that because, they don't want to lose the free tools and stuff. And I understand. So I'm an advocate for them. But anyway, lots of cool people out there. Steve, you and I, God willing, I don't want to say anything major, but hopefully we're going to have a big announcement coming up for further education and stuff like that. Can't wait. So more on that. Brad, again, I don't see your video. I'd let you in, but I don't see you on video. So unclick. This is one of my longest members, Brad. There he is. Let's bring Brad in. Brad, what's up, brother?
Good day, sir. OG Jeff, how you doing?
Oh my gosh, Brad, we go back, by the way, probably one of my top 10 coaching clients. One of the first ones out the gate with paperwork. One of the first ones out the gate with thing. We've had a great relationship. He is blown up in Texas. When you first met me, Brad, you were a lead in a whole department of a bunch of people, and he just got put into that department. I remember like it was yesterday, except I've gotten older. You still look pretty darn good. So, good. Except the glasses.
I've got 3 kids now.
Glasses.
I'm getting older as we speak.
No, you did have glasses then. So welcome. Have you seen our new apprentice, Anna?
Just being introduced now. Welcome, Anna.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah,
very cool.
hi,
We got her doing we got our Tool Tuesday. So Brad, good to meet you. I don't know if you've ever seen Steve Cavaleris on the channel, but he's the code guru.
I actually belong to his his email chain. He's got a ton of good knowledge out there.
Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
it.
you.
This is what it's all about. We are going to take questions from everybody. Frank, good to see you, brother. This live, yes, it is. We're right here. It's for real. I'm going to pinch myself, and I'll pinch all you guys out there. Everyone watching, we're here.
I felt it.
Good to see you guys. We got a ton of people coming in from Instagram, and I apologize on Instagram. I will get to your questions as well. I should have done this on dual screen. I see so many of the guys and girls on Instagram too, man, showing a lot of love. I really appreciate you guys. So ask your questions. I'm just going to moderate. Ask your questions to Anna as a new female apprentice, what she thinks, what she's been doing, all the craziness. Ask Brad about his journey. Brad, I'm going to give it to you because I already gave Steve a little bit of time. I gave Anna a little bit of time. I want to give this time to you. Just how we met, what you've been doing, what you've been up to, what you're doing now, because I know you're a contractor up there now, and just let everybody know.
Wow. That's a lot. I mean, I'll try to sum it up.
Okay.
So yeah, met Jeff while I was the director of an electrical division for a home service company. They decided to do away with the electrical department, and myself and 8 other electricians got the axe. I took whatever I had left over for a severance check and went and started my own company. With the beginning mentorship of Jeff, I set everything up as best I could, kind of rolled with the punches as we went. And now I have 3 guys on staff, 2 subcontractor crews. We're heavy on generators. We're getting in pretty heavy to battery backups. We're doing solar repairs, a lot of EV chargers, residential and commercial service. Pretty much if it has wires, we touch it, and we're doing pretty good, and starting to expand into educational side of things too. So definitely cool to be a part of everything. And Jeff's been a big mentor all the way through. So if you're not on Jeff's list yet, you better get on it and stay on it, because he's got the stuff.
Jeff, I think your microphone is muted.
I do that all the time. I kind of mute everybody off so in case they need to seize or hack like I do. So Brad's story is pretty amazing. Absolutely. Gosh, I just remember the whole story, man. That's pretty amazing that you leveled up that much. I don't want to pat myself on the back. I got a guy today, good guy. I love this guy. If you're watching, you know who you are. We text back and forth today, and he goes, you know what, Jeff? He goes, I don't want to post your stuff because it's not really my style. It seems like everything you do, you're trying to sell your coaching and your courses. And I stopped for a second. I don't get mad or insulted. And I just said, when you show me or tell me anybody else that's doing this, then I'll stop tomorrow. But until then, Brad, you are literally top 10 coaching client. We broke 650 about a month or 2 ago. I mean, right?
That's impressive.
Am I not supposed to tell everybody like, hell yes, I'm trying to sell you a investment? I think I have a recording. The funny part is I have a recording of every single one of those. I have you. We should put you up. Oh, I just did the other day when 4 of us were on our live. And I've never had one single person. I ask everybody, did you get value? And my value, Brad, if you remember, was, I think I said 10 times. You pay me 100, I want to give you 1,000 in value.
Yeah,
you remember that?
You definitely do. Yeah, and I mean, just the paperwork course alone, I still use that handout the partner up that you have with Big West.
Yes,
I still use that handout every day, and it's still. We expanded that, and it's great for networking. I don't know if anybody's ever done that before, but that rack card that you had us get designed, that's great for networking, because a lot of networking groups, they're like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, well, little do you know, I have this rack card that has everything on it, and you get $50 off. So yeah, that's been pretty clutch.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate that. But again, it wasn't for me. It was really for you guys. So you got 3. Now you're 3 on your staff now? You and 3, or you're 1 and 3? Because that's my favorite. My favorite is leveling up to 3.
It's myself, and then I have a sales and director of operations, and we have a full install crew. And I'm about to hire a CSR to get myself even further out of the day-to-day. And I love it. We're growing steady.
You're officially a 360 electrician. I think you are the day after we met. You were one of those guys. By the way, I'm hooking up with it's another big announcement. We have another big brand sponsor for the channel. It's pretty much battery backup in lieu of generators. I'll send you a invite. I've already got special pricing for everybody that's the 360 electrician. I get my battery this week. I'm going to have Anna install it without telling her anything, because girls read instructions and we don't. So I think she'll handle that. No problem.
True enough.
Yep.
Right. We should do a video on it. We'll have you telling Brandon what to do, Anna. So
I'd like to see that.
I want to pick your brain on that, Brad, because without the solar concept, a 13 kilowatt battery is not going to last forever. But let's be honest, how long do we really need backup for? I mean, if you're a doomsdayer, you need it till your propane runs out. But if you're not a doomsdayer,
yeah, the doomsday preppers are a whole different conversation than just somebody looking for reliable backup. But no, we're pulling away from solar as well. We're still doing repairs for it, but a true hybrid system is battery backup with generators is the best way to go. And we're installing more of them every day because people are coming on board with it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, let's answer some questions, huh?
I got a question.
What was that?
I got a question for you, Jeff.
Okay, ask away.
You got all those tools behind you. Can you tell us why you got all those tools behind you?
Anna, why do you have all these tools behind you?
Those aren't mine. Are they mine? Do I get them when I come back in?
She's stealing this one. This is the little Weehaw. What is it, Anna? You should know.
Is that the power tool? Or is that the other one?
The Pocket Max. We love this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I got something to show you guys. Check this out. Are you ready? I'll be gone for 3 seconds. Look at this. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? Listen, I got some of my favorite tools here right now, you guys. So this is all these tools, Steve, are because Anna came and we put her in charge. We kind of threw you in there, Anna, right? You can be honest.
Yeah.
We threw her into Tool Tuesdays. And I said, Anna, we got so many friends out there. Of course, our #1 brand right here. And we want to give them a win. So I purchased a lot of tools. You guys saw it on the channel where I purchased a ton of tools for my team. And so since we had a lot of them that are mine that I didn't give them, we said we'll do some Tool Tuesdays. And to be honest with you, Klein does send us some tools. I'm not saying Klein doesn't send it. Brad, I got to get you to do some reviews and get some Klein tools out to you. So that's what this is. Let me switch back over here. Anna's doing Tool Tuesday. She was here recording what, yesterday or the day before?
Yeah. Nope. It was the day before. Yeah.
Day before.
Did a couple
probably
videos.
All day. She was reviewing tools. So Bart, big shout out to you. We got a really funny one coming out that Anna did with Bart over at Weehaw. If you're watching this, Bart, we love you. I always say this when I meet people, and Brad, you'll probably appreciate this, is when you meet a new customer or a general contractor, don't go in there and go, I'm the best. I'm going to do all your work. You're going to love me. Go in there humble and be like, hey, you know what? I understand that you probably have a go-to electrician. We'd like to be on your B team. Hey, Anna was just at the trade show with us, and she heard me say that a million times. We're not looking to interrupt that, but you need a B team. You need a junior varsity. That's us. Of course, we're going to move up from varsity to junior varsity to varsity. So right now, Weehaw is our junior varsity and Klein's our varsity. Not to knock that, right? It's just the way that I say it. We love Bart. He's been a big supporter of the channel for a long time, but he knows how loyal we are and how I bleed orange. So Anna was the perfect person when she came in and she needed to learn about these tools as well. Obviously, we have lots of brands now reaching out. Once you have a female electrician, what can you say? Everybody wants to support that, but I'm not knocking it, right? No shame in my game. Anna knows she's tough-skinned. She trust me. She's born and raised Montana. You're not going to mess with this girl. She's and again, I don't want to speak for you, Anna, but yeah, she already knows it. So that's what's going on with the tools. I just thought I'd throw that out there for my 10-minute speech, as I usually do. Okay. Back to the question for you, Steve.
Well, you want me to read this?
Yeah.
It says here from Terrence. Hi, Terrence. Terrence says, I recently passed the master's exam in Florida. Wow. Congratulations.
Yeah, totally, man.
And it's currently in active ER. What does ER mean?
Inactive. It's currently inactive, probably electrical or reserve or something. Probably he's inactivated his license.
Okay. And then Terrence says, I'm a great electrician, but the business scares me. Well, Jeff, it's okay if I talk about some of the business stuff that, I'm also an electrical contractor as well. Besides, I have my electrical school. I just love teaching it. But let me tell you, it's one thing to be a code expert. You get your master's exam, and now you think you can conquer the world. And now you're going to, get your first customer and start negotiating pricing and all this other stuff. Most electricians are not qualified to do that. They learn the hard way. And usually what happens, they end up working cheap. You know, well, okay, the other guy is going to charge you 500. I'll do it for 400. And now you're putting your pricing down and down and down, you know, just to get the customer. And, you know, Jeff, I wish I would have known you many years ago when I had my contracting business on how to, you know, do the pricing and how to have the contracts. I mean, there's some jobs that I took, I just lost money on it because I was scared to lose the customer. And looking back, I probably should let that customer go to somebody else. But you got to balance your expertise as a master electrician and to knowing how to get the jobs, which customers you're supposed to keep, because not everybody's going to be your customer. And make sure you got the great system installed. And Jeff, you're doing a fantastic job with the coaching and helping the electrical contractors out there, you know, to level up.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And Brad, any 2 cents on that? Because obviously you being a contractor, and remind me what state you moved from when you went to Texas.
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. And were you a contractor there?
I had my license in Massachusetts and New Hampshire.
Right. Yeah. So any advice, obviously getting in, moving from one to the other?
From becoming an electrician to a business owner. Yeah. Invest in coaching, find yourself the best accountant you can possibly find. And you have to know your numbers right off the bat. Knowing your numbers is probably one of the most important things. And then after that, everything else kind of just falls in place. But being able to sell yourself confidently and know that the numbers are going to be able to make you grow and pay your bills and not put you at the bottom of the barrel is pretty important. Other than that, we have the saying, relationships over transactions. So we're trying to you have to attract a quality client just as much as they have to attract a quality contractor. And if you're lowering your standards and your value to deal with people that aren't in your vibe, it's going to make for a bad product for the customer. It's going to make for a bad experience for you, and it's just going to be bad all around. So knowing your worth, knowing your numbers, and sticking to them is probably the best advice I can possibly start anybody with.
That's great. I think you and I went over probably numbers when we first talked, right? What we should charge, how I do my estimating. Do we ever
and you should
five line items?
Yeah, and you should also double as a therapist because you talk me off of many ledges.
Okay, this one's for you too. I didn't come back in because Frank asked the question about Texas. Oops.
Who asked a question about Texas?
Frank did again.
Gotcha.
Frank. Oh, not Anna. Hold on. We'll get to that one. There we go. That's for you, Brad.
Is it easy to get an electrical license in Texas? I'm journeyman in California. So I've been licensed in 3 states so far. The journeyman's test in Texas was a little bit easier than I'm used to with other tests, but the master's and to get your electrical contractor's license, I got smoked like 3 times. It was one of the most difficult tests I've taken, but they have a very high standard for you being a business owner here in Texas. So it's you go through the paces, but it's worth it because having an electrical business in Texas is one of the best things I've ever done. So go for it. Come on over.
I love it. Somebody asked about insurance. I guess there's the big announcement. I'm not sure if this is official or not, to be honest with you. I don't think Next Insurance has ever officially, I'm going to be careful because it's insurance. Let's just say partnered with a channel before. So Brad, this is big news. If you need to shop for insurance or anybody else watching right now, there is my link. And the reason you want to use my link is not because I want to make any money off you, really. It's because I'm putting together back-end webinars and other support that if you sign up using my link, you're going to be invited to that. And so big announcement is we've partnered up with Next Insurance. Both of my companies, by the way, now are with Next Insurance. So Anna, if you drill something through a wall and it blows up, I'm going to be very upset, but at least I know we're covered by Next Insurance. So affordable, my opinion, they're one of the best insurance companies out there. Super easy to get. Certificates are super easy to get. I think, Brad, now you've been around long enough. Steve, you've been long enough. When you need that certificate to start the job or you can't start, oh boy, it's nice to just get online in 2 seconds, literally have your certificate of insurance, give it to your client, and you're ready to go. Before we go on, again, guys know that I am now a Jobber Ambassador this year. Super excited about that as well. Anna's not allowed to say super, by the way, and she'll tell you more about that as I get her back on in a second. It's one of her favorite words here when she's taping, and I said, no more super. Okay, so anyway, Jobber, love him to death. Obviously, I was with Field Pulse, still love Field Pulse, not knocking Field Pulse at all. The problem was, and probably Brad, you're wondering, hey, wait a minute, Jeff went with Jobber? What happened? Dude, 90% of you guys are not in Field software, and that was because the price point was a little bit high, and I totally understand. But I'm promising you, and I'm telling you, and I know Brad will tell you because we've been together for 3 years coaching and mentoring each other. If you don't have service software, you're dead in the water. You're not going to grow. There's just no way. Your odds of growing are going to be 10 times harder. So Jobber gave me the best deal I could to offer to you guys with a discount so that you can get in at a cheap price. It's the most robust for the money. And actually, Brad, are you still with Jobber or you're with somebody else? If you're with somebody else, just say that. But I know you were with Jobber for a while.
I was with Jobber for a long time.
Yes.
I'm probably most likely going to end up going back very soon. We strayed away for a little bit, but you aligned with a great company. They've got some of the best offerings out there. Everything from entry level all the way up to like a multi-million-dollar company. I actually just walked into another electrical company like 3 weeks ago. They have like 30 trucks and like 4 people in the office right when I walked in, and I look at the screen and they're running Jobber. I'm like, no kidding. All right.
Very
so,
cool.
yeah,
Well, I
it's
wish
a
they
great
used my
program.
link, damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll go back and tell them.
Yeah, totally. So, I love that. So, Anna, back to you a little bit about Tool Tuesdays. You want to tell everybody about Tool Tuesdays? I'm going to put a banner up just for a quick second. You guys can all see that. And then usually there's an applause at the beginning of this. But there's Anna, Tool Tuesdays. Anna, let everybody know what you do for Tool Tuesdays.
All right, so I'm doing our new series called Tool Tuesday on the 360 Electrician. So I review a tool. We get some input from Jeff as an electrical contractor, maybe some input from me or one of the guys doing it on the field. So that's every Tuesday. I think it gets released at like 7 a.m. But I'm super excited. It's something new for me. And filming the videos Jeff did, I'm a person who likes to use like filler words, and I'd say super a lot in the video. Anna, no more super, okay? We're done super. There's no more super tools. We gotta end
It's
super
your word.
using some other adjectives. So
Is that the word you use when you're nervous?
Make sure to subscribe to 360 Electrician, and I'm gonna be on that every week. That's kind of my thing. So
very cool. Love it. And you've been doing a great job, obviously.
Thank you. Yeah.
And let's get into some more. So this was that insurance recommendation. What do you recommend for a newly opened electrical business in Los Angeles? Vladislav, I'm going to put it up there one more time. Oh, it's in the description of the notes. It's in the notes description. The link to Next, I'm blanking out. Next is in my description below. Use that. Get a free quote. You don't have to buy anything, obviously. Get a quote from Next. You're going to love it to death. And then reach back out once you do buy, even if you don't buy it. Even if you go to Next and you're deciding you're going to get invited, because I get a little notification when people go on and get a quote. So anybody that gets a quote that wants to come on live like this to talk about insurance very soon, you can do that. So there it is. Oh, I didn't even put it up while I was talking. There it is. So that is it. I wish there was a nicer way to do that. So it's nextinsurance.sjv.io/T360E, which of course stands for the 360 Electrician. Stephen, we had an incredible electricaltime.com article 250, which is hooking up Christmas lights, right? I'm just kidding. Grounding. Pretty amazing. He's like, what? Grounding. Pretty amazing. Oh, and Anna, Joseph was in the class, and Steve was really impressed with Joseph. So.
Oh, was he? Yeah,
Yes.
Joseph's a lot of fun. He does a good job.
Yep, totally. Can you let us know about the top 3 things we need to know about Article 250? And Brad, you want to hear this one too? By the way, if I get you guys off screen and I remove you, that's only because 2 of us will be, don't go anywhere. Brad and Anna, you guys will be there. Steve, So Steve, let us know your top 3 things you think we should know about Article 250, and let us know about what's happening in the NEC in 2029.
Okay. Well, Article 250 is called grounding and bonding. I think, if I have to pick only 3 things, there's 3 tables that you got to know about. The first one's going to be table 250.66. And that's going to be for the grounding electrode conductors. All right. That's table number 1. And then table number 2 is going to be table 250.102C1. And that's for the grounded conductors, the main bonding jumper, the system bonding jumper, supply side bonding jumper for AC systems. And then the third thing, the third table, it's going to be table 250.122 for the minimum size equipment grounding conductors for grounding raceways and equipment. So make sure that you really know those three tables in Article 250. Okay, get ready for some pain right now.
Okay.
In 2029, the correlating committee for the National Electrical Code, and I have this on very good authority, that there's a possibility that we might be changing most of the article numbers in the code book.
Oh my goodness.
And it's not just a little change, it's massive.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
like right now, let's say article, the swimming pool article, everybody knows it's Article 680, right? Of course.
Yep.
Might not be 680, it might be like 1,000, 200, whatever. I don't know.
That's
So,
insane.
well, you know what it is, and it's not. But what they're doing, they're looking at, they're trying to make the current system work with the articles and the parts, and they're realizing maybe we need to do something different for the next 100 years. I understand it, but if it does become the new code, it's going to be very confusing for a lot of people for a long time, especially an old guy like me. But, we have to adapt to the times. So the correlating committee got some great people there. I've already written my comments on what I thought about that. And we'll see what happens, because there's a lot of smart people out there who are really making sure that the code book is, the best it can be.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think people are going to freak the heck out. That's for sure.
I'm freaking out right now because all of everything that I teach here at electricaltime.com. I mean, I like you ask me something, hey, boxes, Article 314, grounding and bonding 250, how to do a standard load calculation, Article 220. I mean, I know this, right?
Right.
Now they're gonna mess me up. I have to now do my new index cards to memorize these new articles. There's a question here.
Yeah, it's a funny one.
Is it Aether Guy 881?
Yeah.
It says why it was already painful when they moved 316 to 316.
316. He's joking, but yeah,
I think what you're saying here is it was painful in the 17 code, the ampacity table. It was table 310.15b16. Then in the 2020 code, they changed it to table 310.16.
Yes.
Right. But
yes, that's what it is.
A lot of new people don't know. It used to be table 310.16. Then they changed it to 310.15b16. Then they changed it back to table 310.16. So it just makes everybody nuts all the time. But you know what? That's what I do at my school, electricaltime.com. I teach the code, and hopefully I get to see good people coming into my class and give my class a tryout.
Very cool. Okay, really quick, and I'm going to get you back in here. Just hang tight really quick. Okay, Steve, so hold on a second. Everybody, you got to go to electricaltime.com, sign up for Steve's free code question of the day email. But forget it. We forgot to mention you opened up a West Coast, I called it Pacific Mountain Time class. Really quick. Tell us about that really quick.
Well, it's for our West Coast people. The class is from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock West Coast time. And I'm here in New York, so I was teaching last night to 9 to 11 o'clock at night. And wow. I got to tell you, it was late. I was tired, but there was so much energy in the room. Some great students asking questions, and it was a lot of fun. You remember that one topic that we talked about, Jeff, about the grounding electrode conductor for a ground rod? Remember that conversation?
Yep. Actually, I learned something new last night. I had never even thought about it. Steve goes, what's the grounding conductor for a 2000 amp panel? Okay. You want to say something about it?
Well, the grounding electrode conductor.
Right. Electrode conductor. And and thinking about that, I was driving, mind you, while I was in your class, but you kind of blew me away, and you're like, doesn't matter if it's 100 or 2,000, it's number 6. And I'm like, Steve just lost his mind. Like, what's he talking about? 20 something years and didn't even, of course, a lot of people are going to be like, Jeff, how did you not know that? Come on. Steve, you said about 1 in 100 people really understand grounding, probably, right?
I would say if I put a room of 100 electricians, I'm going to say 1 is really going to understand grounding and bonding. I mean, it's a very difficult topic.
Mhm.
I mean, it took me years to really understand it. I mean, I had to study electrical theory. I studied electrical engineering. And, after reading the code book like 20 times now, plus teaching it, now I'm starting to really understand it.
Did
And
you
I'm
guys hear
starting
what
to
he
see.
said? Reading the code book 20 times. It's true. Steve, how many times a week do I call you? Because now I don't even know. Look, here, I wish I could show it on camera. Let me unbury it. See, there's one benefit of having a YouTube channel. That's the #1 electrical contractor channel on YouTube and social media. It was buried. I don't need this anymore. I have a Steve Cavaleris. By the way, Steve, if you give your students your phone number, do you not?
No, what I do is I have them go to my website, electricaltime.com, and then they sign up for the free code questions and answers. It's free.
Mhm.
You can't beat that. And then I have the other button for the code classes.
Gotcha.
So,
But I mean, your students have direct access on a challenging question. I've
oh
heard
yeah,
you.
yeah. I
Yeah,
get
yeah.
I get
So
I get phone calls all day long from my students. Hey Steve, what do I do? You
that's
know,
unbelievable.
you know,
That's
and and and,
unbelievable.
and I don't charge them, for it because they're my students. I'm there to help them.
Right.
And
Appreciate that. Let me
some
tell you, I'm so glad you answered my call. But the things I got to do for Steve, let me tell you. All right. Give me 1 second here. Let me click off and come to here really quick. Oh, let me get that one and that one. Guys, thank you for tuning in first and foremost. So if you're here, I appreciate you. You know I love you. I got some pretty big announcements this week I wanted to tell you about. First is our new partnership with Next. I don't want to say partnership yet because it's insurance. I should say that back. Let's just say I've gotten together with Next Insurance to give you guys the best possible information on insurance that I could possibly give you with my experience. Head over and let's see if I can get this thing going. Head over to Next Insurance, use my code. Every 6 months, you've heard me preach it on the channel. I finally get to promote them. Every 6 months, I check my insurance policy and my numbers to make sure I'm getting the best price. If you do it through my link, yes, you support the channel. But the biggest thing is that I get notified on it. And when I go live or we're going to do an insurance talk, and it won't be just about Next and hammering you there. But if you do sign up using my link, I'm going to appreciate that. And I'm going to invite you in on a roundtable just like this. And we're actually going to talk about insurance. And of course, I'm trying to get someone over from Next Insurance to give us more detail. All you California C10 brothers and sisters out there, I love you. I hope you love me. I know some of you don't, but that's okay. I still love you. I'm the only channel that's going to teach you how to stay out of trouble. There's nobody else going to do it because I've been in a lot of trouble. Fortunately, I got out of it unscathed. But I'm going to teach you about all that. So if you're a C10 California, you want to join. Hey, if you're a Montana Unlimited, guess what? I'm one of those as well. So I always say the coasts are the tough ones. Steve would probably agree with me. The coasts are the tough ones. And then we got anything in the middle states. Even Brad, I know you're here still, Brad. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to get you back in. We've our rules are a little bit different. Some of them are more strict, some of them won't. But you California electricians, definitely subscribe, watch the channel so that I can help you guys level up. Let's get back in there and ask a bunch of questions. I'm going to bring Anna back in and Brad. Let's go through some questions. Let's see what we got here. Greetings. What's your advice for a new contractor in Raleigh, North Carolina? I don't know many residential contractors in the area, struggling for customers at the moment. Brad, you want to take that one? I mean, I know you're going to promote me and don't. I mean, I know it comes from the heart. I don't want this channel to be like, okay, coaching from Jeff. That's a non-given, right? You should. If you haven't, you're a ding-dong. No offense, because I went through the pain and suffering. But Brad, I mean, I know you already did it, but 3 bits of advice, North Carolina.
I'll probably say the same thing anywhere. Get coaching, get an accountant, learn your numbers. As far as struggling for customers at the moment, some people might not agree with me on this one. There's a lot of lead streams out there that you can use that are third-party lead streams. Most people absolutely poo-poo on them because you're spending money to get crap leads. But if you know how to nurture the leads throughout the process and you give it a great experience, I've gotten better returns on my investment through those third-party lead streams, just because we follow up with them and we, ask them how they're doing. We ask for referrals. We talk to their neighbors. We knock on doors in the neighborhood. So there's ways to multiply that one lead more so than a lot of other people are doing. So, and other than that, document everything, take photos, share it on your social streams, and then ask for reviews and post those. And set up a Google My Business page. That's probably one of the better advices I can give you, because once that starts rolling and you get your reviews, it's going to be like a bonfire going off on there. So that's all I got.
Yeah, actually, and you guys all know my good friend Joe Burnich. If you do my coaching or my paperwork or anything, this comes from my Big West marketing team, Joe Burnich. Shameless plug. We don't want to tell anybody what's on the back because that's top secret, right? Unless they purchase it. But 3-part course. Brad, you did this course, yes? Game changer.
Game changer. I still use it to this day. I've reordered it twice already.
That's amazing. Amazing. I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to get it passed out for free. Again, I got a call today. I really can't repost you, Jeff. You're just talking about selling your coaching and your marketing. If you didn't hear it from me, Brad, would life suck a little bit more if you didn't get it?
I would probably be a little more uncomfortable out there if I didn't get
a little less profitable, or a little little cash in your pocket. I hope, but
it's not just the material that you get at the end of it. It's the process that Jeff you put people through that makes you think of things in a different way. So it's not just the piece of paper that you get at the end. It's the whole process of making you think more like a contractor versus just grabbing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talk about everything that goes on this flyer, why you should have it, the kitchen sink. We talk about the closing. We use that as a closing. Pretty amazing stuff. I do highly recommend you take it. I sell a couple of them a week, believe it or not. And it's been amazing to see the results from people. So I appreciate you guys. Let's get back to comments. And let's see what we got here. All right. I'm going to let you guys back in here. Anna, I'm going to have a couple of questions for you actually too in just a second. And I don't want to take too much time. I mean, we'll probably wrap this up really soon. There are two types of electrical contractors in Florida. One is the ER county registered. The other one is an EC, which is state registered. I did hear that before. JP3, if you're here, JP, or you're watching, we love you. He's out in Florida too. Same situation with him. Let's come back over here and see what else we got. I don't know how many other questions we got, but definitely shoot them out if you guys have any questions. Let me shoot over to Instagram. Hello, Instagram. I'm back over here. The grounding article. So Surgeon Electric says the grounding article. The grounding article can be so tough due to the verbiage that we don't use all the time at the job site. Absolutely. I mean, I mess it up all the time. Steve, wouldn't you agree?
Well, I don't know about you messing anything up, but let me tell you, when I go out there and I look at the work of electricians, I'm also an electrical inspector as well. And let me tell you, people are trying their best to get the jobs done. The electrical contractors are trying to get the jobs done, make money, be on time. But if you don't have an understanding of the code, let me tell you, having to do the work over and over in inspection, it's a tremendous disaster sometimes. Yeah. So what I've experienced in my classes, and my students are telling me this all the time, that I've helped to change their lives, giving them a good education. They go to the jobs. Many of my students are the experts now out there on the jobs. One of my students called me. He says now he just got a major promotion. He's in charge of the residential division. The owner's asking him code questions. The estimator is asking him questions. And now he's the top dog in the company.
I love it.
And he says, Steve, just because I know where to look in the code, you taught me that. Plus, if he's got a tough question, he waits for the class, if it's not that critical, and we talk about that question in class. And I got all the students participating. So it's pretty interesting to see what happens in the classes.
Pretty amazing class. I actually enjoyed it. I mean, I haven't come regularly, and I've committed to come regularly, and my team has. And we'll get Anna in there, of course, very shortly, too, as she keeps growing in the trade and in the just doing what she did. So Anna, let's talk a little bit about. We talked a little bit about your first day and your little ground rod experience there. We got a couple of jobs coming up. You already know about. What are you most looking forward to? And probably what you're probably not most looking forward to, besides the weather. I would say the weather is probably going to be a big one for us here. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I know we've got like some houses coming up, hopefully.
Yes.
I'm excited to learn how to frame a house. So that's something I'm looking forward to. I'd say that least favorite that I'm looking forward to, I obviously am, this is all new to me. So I'm not a person who likes to make mistakes. It really bothers me looking stupid and stuff like that. So I know it's not going to be perfect. I'm not expecting it to be perfect, but I know this is kind of a learning experience. So, you know, I've got great teachers. I've got Jeff, I've got Brandon and Joseph, and Josh is an apprentice as well with me. So I think it's going to be fun.
You know, I think we need to mention this, though. You also come from a family of electricians. So without saying names, let everybody know.
Yeah. So I've got 2 uncles. One is very high up in an electrical company, and the other started his own. I believe his dad actually started it. So it's a kind of a second generation business. So like I've got a lot of cousins doing it. My dad does it on his own without a company, but you know, I've got a lot of family in it. So it's nothing too new.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to have my family teach me some about it too.
Absolutely. And I just heard today about your dad doing a project with a basement and stuff. So you grew up in construction. I mean, obviously it's nothing new to you. I think when we first met, it was like, I think like 2 days before you actually we talked. You have another job, and I was at your other job with my friends, who you know some people in that table, and I didn't even I don't even think I looked at you or something. And then like 2 days later, my friend is like, "That's the girl that was there at the restaurant." I'm like, I have no clue. And then who knew? So, and also, of course, you have a friend, a family friend that works for us as well that you've known for a long time. So that
there were just a lot of crazy connections that kind of
totally.
It was shocking, but when we finally met, we were like, "This is crazy how this is working out."
I think the biggest thing we didn't say is my daughter is in the same class as your little sister. So think about that. That's craziness. So yeah, lots of things. Well, you know, I believe that God is in control of everything. So we're always walking on water. Where that leads, who knows? I know you're going to be a rock star. Let's go back. I'm going to give it back to you. So here's the crazy part. And this is the, you know, blessed or cursed. You came to a company that literally is a YouTube channel that's, you know, obviously have a lot of brands and stuff. And, you know, we don't brag about that stuff. We're blessed and all that stuff. But what's it like with the social media part? But look, you're young. You're on social media, and now you come to a company where you get to be on social media. Does that bother you? Who are some of the people that you've been watching already? Because I know that you've been watching some people, you know, who I'm personally friends with as well. Like, give a shout out to anybody. I don't care. We have everybody's our friend here at the channel. Who are some people that you watch and give a shout out to? And by the way, I let you know the other day, we put a video out, and Lexi was one of the first people that liked your video. Super awesome role model for, I think, all women, because she's she kicks some butt. Again, 3rd generation electrician, lot of family like you. And again, I think, and I don't think anybody's going to compare Lexi and this girl and that girl, because you're very unique. We put it out there. You're an apprentice just starting out. So tell us who you look, you know, what style you like, what kind of videos you're going to put out, because I've given you carte blanche, right? You got a video camera, you got it. I pretty much let you do whatever you want. Talk a little bit about that for a few seconds to everybody.
Yeah, so the social media thing was definitely different for me. When I got hired on, the family friend who connected me to Jeff, he was like, as long as you're okay with doing social media stuff, he's like, because this is a YouTube channel as well. And he's like, you're going to be out there a lot. And I was like, okay. So I didn't really know what I was getting into when I started this with Jeff, but it's really exciting. I've watched a lot of Lexi and Carly as well. So I know we love them over at 360 Electric, but I'm excited. So I'm loving the filming on the job and just getting to post. I'm not Lexi. I'm not an experienced electrician. This is all new for me. So you guys will kind of get to follow me on my journey. And I don't know a lot. Some things that I do out there are probably going to look stupid, and I'm not going to do them right. So try not to be a hater and support, because I'm learning. But I'm super excited, and you guys will just kind of get to watch me figure stuff out and, give me advice.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody watches that ground rod video, they're not going to hate you very long. I mean, you were saying that the ground rod driver was probably weighed about as much as you did and almost this tall, right?
It was a handful getting on that ladder. Brandon was helping me, and he's like, you got it? And I was like, I think we can do it. We can do it.
Yeah, you did great. You did great. See, I get to watch some of the B-roll and the videos that they do. There's so much. Anna's already got so much content of her just kicking butt. I'm super impressed. I'm happy you're part of the team. We're going to watch you like a hawk, like a little sister. So, you're not going to be able to get away from that, but definitely going to be an awesome ride. And I hope you stick around. Look, no promises, I know, but I think Anna will be around for a while. What I'm least worried about you, Anna, is, you got nasty, dirty mud on your face and on your, that's Montana. I hate to say it that way. Like, you're already been there, done that. I don't know. I have no worries. I think it's going to be pretty amazing, and I think you're going to do pretty amazing. Truth be told, I've already reached out to some sponsors for Anna. Some stupid sponsors kind of dissed us. A couple of people really stupid, and they're going to be stupid. Tell them I'm stupid because you don't want to diss me, right? I'm that guy you don't want to diss. I have nothing else to do in life, right? I don't make my money on YouTube or anything. But let me tell you guys, if you're listening out there and you're a brand, better come on over because this team is going to rock it for 2024. Let me get Brad and Steve in here as we kind of wrap up because we've been going for quite a while. I appreciate all of you guys. As you know, I don't know if we have any more questions. Let's go here really quick. Mappy, always good to see Mappy's always been a member. That little symbol means as a member. Laughing about probably something I said, and you should have came on. I sent YouTube an invite to all the channel members. Brad, that's how you got it. Yeah, if you're a channel member, if you go to YouTube and you join, hey, Jacob, good to see you from Facebook. I just noticed we got somebody from Facebook in here. I didn't notice that before. But anyway, if you guys are a member of my channel, $2.99, $4.99, you kind of get direct access when we do stuff like this. But you get to come online, and I always send you guys a notification. We're going to start that again. So if you were a member and you dropped out because you haven't seen me in a couple of months, we're back. I'm going to have Anna host this sometimes. I'm going to have the guys host it sometimes. Steve's always down to come down and talk to about code. Brad's always been here and gives you great advice as another contractor in Texas. So I sure hope you guys join. Not much else up here. Jacob, wow, good to see you, brother, out of Facebook. And that's about it. I mean, we're in at 52 minutes, guys. Anything else before we want to say see ya?
Jeff, I just want to mention something. A contractor just says, hey, he's a new contractor. He's trying to get some business. Obviously, make sure that you're taking Jeff's courses and you're doing the marketing. Jeff's going to have all of those links and connections for you. But you might want to consider just going to the real estate agents, giving them your business card. Say, listen, I'm a new electrical contractor. I know you have your own electricians, but just in case you need a backup person, here's my card. And that's it. And you never know. One phone call. I mean, all of a sudden you can find yourself with 5 new jobs, but you got to be able to suffer that humility to go up to somebody who might not want to talk to you and try to find the courage to give them your business card, put a smile on, and say, okay, here I am.
Absolutely. I 100% agree.
Networking,
and I think that works for all of us. I think that's why some of the marketing helps. This is an active, passive, and progressive marketing plan that I give everybody, by the way. Active, meaning it's always on. Brad knows it. It's always on, just almost like the internet. When you're sleeping, this flyer is being passed out and you're not doing anything to do it. It's passive because so the active is it's always going on. Passive means you're not doing anything to do it. And progressive means that it's always paying itself forward. It's always going forward. Every customer you go see, you rip $100 bill, you give them half, you give 3 of their contacts half. When they call you, you come back, you put the other piece of that 100 and you get that client. Of course, we're not ripping real hundreds, but that's the analogy. So it's really an all-in-one. And of course, the paperwork's the game changer. I do have some other paperwork to announce, but I've announced it so many times and then I've let some people down by not putting it out. A lot of legal stuff behind it that I have to be careful of, but there are definitely a lot more courses coming out for sure. So I appreciate that. My dream is to be a contractor. Jeremy, you're in the right place, right? I think he's got the right channel if he's going to be that. Josh says, hey, Josh, what's up, dude? Why are you not in here? I invited you. Josh, come on. Excited for 360s 2024. That's Josh, my right-hand man and my low voltage tech here at 360 Electric, who just did your Weehaw video. Should we do another video thing? Here, I'll switch it over. He just did the Weehaw Pocket Max. Is it Pocket Max? I always say that wrong. The Pocket Max. Yeah, of course. He just did the review on the Pocket Max. This thing is a game changer. Let me tell you guys. See if I can get it. There you go. That thing is awesome. I don't even know where it is. And I think he stole your tool. But lots of other reviews coming. We got a review. I've talked to Fluke several times, and Fluke sent me this beautiful solar meter. Brad, you'll appreciate this. I should get the model number. I should know it. It's the 393. This sucker is bad. This thing's awesome. It's a 1,000-volt DC meter. Really cool. They sent me a Radeon meter too, so we'll be probably doing some reviews on that. And of course, the game changer. We bleed orange. Orange is the new red. Chuck your pack out. We don't want it anymore. Junk. Mod box, baby. When I roll into the job site and I'm rolling pack out, am I the carpenter, the plumber, the handyman? Nobody knows. But if I roll in with orange, you better damn well believe the electrical or low voltage technician or HVAC technician is on site. You like that? That's my little pitch for Klein Tools. We love you, Klein. Big announcement for Nika coming up. So if you're watching this and you're an influencer or creator that's on my team, you already know I've reached out. I've got you hooked up. If you're a hater of mine, there's plenty of you. We'll see you at Nika and a lot of other shows. By the way, I'm on a show next month with my good friend Lexi. We'll be in Indiana next month for Truck Work Week. Keep an eye out for that. But my big one, of course, is Nika, and we're working on getting into IEC. So, Brad, you got to come to one of those. That way we can meet in person. Steve, I know you're going to be at Nika again this next year.
Yes.
You were at Nika with me on 2023. Did we hook it up or what?
Oh, we did such an incredible job. Actually, it was my first live Nika event, and I got to tell you, it was very exciting to see all the vendors. I saw people that I know in the industry, and it was really exciting them just to see them there. And some people that saw me there. Oh, I know you from Electrical Time. So it was kind of cool, getting together with all of the other electricians.
Let me tell you, Steve, did I put, I'm not knocking it. Did I put something together for Nika that you actually got benefit from?
Oh, it was an incredible experience. And I really look forward to going to that live Nika event this year.
For sure. Guys, if you don't know, this is tough, hyper tough from Walmart. So another guy, 811, nothing from Milwaukee. We don't care. We don't need Milwaukee. Milwaukee hates creators. They don't pay us. They're the big man in the room and they think they're all cool. And, they diss some people and they hook up some people. And it's a big. So anyway, I don't want to talk bad about it. I think they'll reach out sooner or later. But until then, that's okay. I mean, I was literally at Brad, you got to see this. I was literally at Walmart. And I took a look at the impact driver. These are the 12 volt. I mean, if you take a look at that, you wouldn't tell the difference between a Milwaukee battery when I checked it out. Of course, some people are like, oh, everybody says it's made in the same factory, but it's not the same quality engineering and parts. It's China. Everybody copies everybody. You could have the Mercedes-Benz of everything, but then they're going to copy it and make it just as good, if not better. Hyundai. Look at Hyundai cars. Pretty damn technological, whatever you say about them. It's not like they last any less or more than a Mercedes would. But we are going to do Tool Tuesdays with Anna. Anna's like, oh, what's going on? Anna, you got some new hand tools to test on the field. So I bought you a whole set, and I'm going to do a big review on these. Literally, we paid $300, you guys, with 4-amp batteries and a fast charger. $300? I would not be doing justification to my channel if I didn't tell business owners like me, supply your apprentices with their tools. Why not? If this works out, and these are, I'm not going to say just as good. If they're equivalent, I don't want just as good. They got to be good stuff if they're going to go on the field with me. If this is just as good as anything else out there, $35. Well, this was like $59 for the impact wrench. You know what? I thought it was tool only. It also comes with the battery and the charger. Every single one of these come with a battery and the charger. You do have to buy the bigger battery separate. I thought I'd throw that out there. Milwaukee, DeWalt, Flex. You all know I've reached out to you. Rigid. It's all good. I buy my own tools. I don't need your tools for free. I'm going to give it to you real. And if this compares to yours, watch out. Because if you're not my friend, what can I say? I got nothing to lose, right? So we're going to do some reviews on this one and see how it goes. Hope you guys stay tuned for that one. All right. Hyper works great. There you go. Jacob said it. And if Jacob said it, it's a done deal. All right. Everybody want to say see ya? Anything else before we get out?
Jeff, I'm a code guy, and I always have something to say about the code. If I can have about a minute, I just want to do a little code thing here, a little code section, if that's okay.
Sure.
All right. So, right now we're teaching Article 250 grounding and bonding in February of 2024. And in class last night, we were talking about the grounding electrode conductor. And we had everybody looking at table 250.66. And then I asked the question, okay, if your only grounding electrode, right, is a ground rod, what's the minimum size grounding electrode, conductor that you have to install? And, I'm going to say that my students actually got this right. But when I go out in the field, to people that are not my students, I mean, they give me all kinds of crazy answers. But in the code book, I'd like you to know about 250.66a, and that's called connection to a rod, pipe, or plate electrode. And here's what the code book says. It says, if the grounding electrode conductor or bonding jumper connected to a single or multiple rod, pipe, or plate electrode or electrodes, or any combination thereof, as described in 250.52a5 or a7, does not extend, and that's the key, does not extend to another type of electrode or electrodes that require a larger size conductor, the grounding electrode conductor shall not be required to be larger than 6-gauge copper or 4-gauge aluminum or copper-clad aluminum wire. Make sure you read that in your code book, and that's 250.66a. That could save you a couple of bucks as an electrical contractor on your installations.
Absolutely. All right. I appreciate you, Steve. Anna, let's say goodbye and we'll go to Brad.
All right. Well, thank you, Jeff. It was really fun being on the live and kind of getting to learn a little about the code from Steve and just some stuff from Brad. So, until next time. And don't forget, I'll be on Tool Tuesday, and hopefully soon I'll have my own Instagram. So
perfect.
All right.
Brad?
I got nothing, man. That was a great little get together. I'm glad I jumped on and said hi. I've been missing you, man. So I'm looking forward to 2024 to see what you guys are coming out with.
Yeah, totally, man. I think we're going to rock it for 2024. We got lots of stuff coming up. Again, all the sponsorships and the channel things and these tools and all that, we give them away, but really it's for you guys. I want to get you the best of the best stuff that I use so that I can teach you, what to get and what not to get, and how to use insurance to make sure you level up and get more work, how to use Jobber, how to put, schedule stuff. It's about customer retention. So again, check the links down below, sign up for Jobber using the link and next, so that we can all get back together again. Steve, yes?
Jeff, on your website, I mean, obviously, if I'm trying to write down these links over here, looking at this, but on your website, do you have the links that we can just click on? Let's say the next insurance.
I do. If you go to www.the360electrician.com, you can join the email list, and then there's an affiliates link or channels and people that we promote and like. All of those are on there, and of course, they're in the description in the show notes.
Perfect.
All right, everyone. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming on. Everybody subscribing, thank you so much. Instagram, thank you for joining us. I tried to answer as many questions. I don't see a lot of them. I see one that says something about the GEC. Can you run a GEC grounding electrode conductor with primaries to a transformer?
Oh boy. All right.
I'm going to tell
whoever wrote that question, they know what they're talking about. That's a tough question. I'm going to say, you know what? Go to my website, electricaltime.com. Click on the button that's called NEC Code Class. Shoot me an email, and then I'll invite you to one of our code classes, and then we can talk about that specific question. That's a great question.
That's JREND, JREND 007. Keep an eye out. All right, guys. Appreciate you. And we're going to say, see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. We'll see you on the next time. All right.
All right.
Take care. Good night.